Or do you all still play today?
We'll see.
We made a deal that we will play until the morning. You forgot already, right?
I ignored it.
You didn't! You say, okay, let's deal!
But not until morning.
You did.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
He's Batman.
You should be better, but you're not.
But don't hesitate to
Go, you
contact me if you
bastard.
need any help.
We only need to find hints about him.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
You're useless people.
Goodbye, Mrs. Dawson.
Yes, go somewhere else.
To our bus.
There was a shrine.
Oh, respawn too. Cool.
Don't. They are all the time lying there.
Shut up.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm living in paradox.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Edgar Anna 4.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar.
Can you
I
stop
understand
making
we
me
both have
sound?
something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
Hey, you didn't
The
wait
Pembroke
for
only
me.
survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately,
Didn't
our
wait
main
for our
donor
meme.
has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
I was
A
actually doing
spokesman
this.
or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And
Jeopardy.
you would like me to eradicate this threat.
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside.
That sounds like her
tending the
vagina,
sick.
her ladyship.
You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I hope she shows me her
Look
ladyship.
around his room. Steal what you can.
Long rare species of vampires. I guess it's these. Siberia, Volkods, Econ. Bad-shaped women, Slavic vampires. From The Witcher. Warning letter.
Pembroke Hospital, 25th October. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my...
Swan, sea. It's two normal words.
Twinza. I must inform you of my deepest reservation. Swansea. I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past?
New hint.
Since Dr. Strickland refused to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd.
Waverly.
Whateverly.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Turning into a vampire.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the dogs and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen.
I thought you wanna kiss my head.
I did.
No, you farted on it.
Exactly.
Yet you don't fear
It's
me.
not a
It was a brown kiss.
And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you
Now
are as
that it was
supernatural as
probably
a
our
lion is
first
to a
kiss in the
gazelle.
vision.
So what? Oh yeah, girls are gross.
The expert on vampires. What could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings in the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
But to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need
We're
is
both so
hope.
concentrated.
You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform.
We are both so
We fight to
concentrated.
help the poor,
Yep.
the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
That should be a
The man
meme.
we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Okay, but is he not? Where are these skulls slaves of another vampire? Because then we might be slave.
Do you want to know how in Masquerade system skulls work?
Yes, because this is more or less the successor to this game, so yes.
So, skulls were slaves which you actually made by... first you were having a servant, a human, and you were drinking their blood after some time. And at some point, I guess you're giving them your own blood, and then they were fully your servants, and you can send them wherever you wanted. They were doing very dirty jobs for you.
So probably these scouts, and I guess we might be a scout too, just not a wild one. Of
that
this
wouldn't
voice.
happen because actually scouts are quite... from what I remember, they were not fully conscious of what is happening around them. And I had one skull in one Masquerade we were playing. I was a very, wealthy lady. And I made a skull out of a library guy.
I thought you were talking about the video game.
No.
Because there's a video game called Vampyr the Masquerade. And this game
it's based on the Masquerade system for RPG, paper
and
RPG.
this game is based on Vampyr the Masquerade.
Just for
So
clarity,
I guess it works.
what differences are there between myself and a skull?
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
So scouts are still mortals. Mortals.
We'll
Just
see
have
each
some
other again
vampire
soon,
skills.
Edgar.
Pembroke Hospital, 4th August. Dear Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is the same being a physician for not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our department
for
too.
this Indian, He's an Indian and he's taking care of people dying.
Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my words is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Always sincerely, Hakesh Chadano, Worm Doctor.
He's quite nice.
Turn. Right. Go to the wall. Right. I have just a light. Okay, can go. So break for supper.
Yes, in a second. I just want to check what else we can do. And we need a save. I don't know if it's saved.
Go to sleep, maybe.
Yeah.
Then it will be another day. And we just woke up.
Okay, Milton has one more hint, which we need to find. These guys have I guess we have them unlocked. We just need to talk. You're pulling on the cable.
I'm not pulling.
Ah, looky look.
What?
We can track quests here. So, cause of that. Reach the pharmacy. Find out the cause of death. Eh? Again, there's a marker. Whatever. Let me just check one more time. Where was it here? That was Clay's knife. And who's spying on Thelma?
There are staff on the left. There and behind you. And on the right. There. Behind. Yeah. Forward. Yes.
Sleepy.
There. But we just left.
But I want to save.
Okay. There. There. Turn. There. And now there. Yes.
Annoying.
You wanted to make shitload of medicine. You wanted to cure whole town.
I want to cure not only
And we still
town.
didn't give water to this plant.
We don't have water. I believe at some point there will be something fucking obvious. And we'll be like, now you have water. Maybe find it, bring it to your plant. How much is it? 500. Fuck. This one.
Body, maybe. Body.
I'm just checking. Plus 5% heal. More endurance maybe for running. 1,300.
Breaku.
Yes, save. Alright, we're making a break here. Whew, a lot of talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious how it will be with all these high level. What level are we actually? 8. These level 10 guys shouldn't be so hard now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're making a break. See you later, alligator.
Bye, crocodile.
In a while, crocodile.